God bless you, dear students. Yesterday I have delivered the story about Oliver Twist. Students, today I will share the play script of Oliver Twist, written by Charles Dickens. Students, the following play script is a scene taken from Oliver Twist, another famous novel by Charles Dickens. It is set in the 1820s when London was the largest city in Europe and a large number of poor people lived together in old houses in slums areas called rookeries. Oliver Twist is a 9-year-old orphan who has come to live in the workhouse, a public institution run by the local parish authorities, which housed the poor and gave them the minimum of the basic food. The parish was the local government area of the time. Centered around the church, children who lived in the workhouse were called parish children. Students, you can see the famous novel written by Charles Dickens. You can see the picture of the Oliver Twist and how he is running and people behind him. This is Oliver Twist or the parish boy's progress. You can see the picture on the screen. Students, just to improve your reading skills, I have prepared this lesson for you. You can read it very carefully also. At the workhouse, narrator, Oliver is now 9. He has been brought up by the parish and is a weak, pale, thin boy thanks to workhouse meal. Mr. Bumble, I'm the parish beadle. That means I'm in charge of you. Young Oliver Twist, no, I don't want to make trouble for me. Oliver, no, sir. Oliver was alone on the street. He wandered around between the sooty house, scavenging through the bins for scrap of food. He slept among the rats at night. He felt even very pathetic condition. Mr. Bumble, irritated, so come along and meet the board. They have the money to buy your food, to keep you alive. They have the power to throw you out on the streets and let you starve. Understand? Oliver, yes, sir. Mr. Bumble leads Oliver into a room where 8 fat gentlemen sit. They are eating and drinking. Oliver was very frightened. Mr. Bumble, bow to the board. Oliver bows to the gentleman around the table. First gentleman, what's your name, boy? Oliver, very quietly. Oliver Twist, sir. First gentleman, loud. The boy's a fool. Second gentleman, kindly, you haven't a father or mother. Oliver, very quietly. Yes, sir. Second gentleman, well, now you are an orphan. First gentleman, loud. After living here at our expense, you will be taught a useful trade and you will make something of your life. Now go, boy. Oliver leaves room with Bumble. He is put in a room with other parish boys. They are working on various plays. Every day he would be sent with the other boys to toil in one of the factories, sewing buttons into the shirts and polishing machinery. They didn't get paid any money. They never got a day off, but nobody would stand up for them because they did not have families of their own. Oliver and all the other boys were very miserable. They were fed one meal and they were fed one meal a day, a tiny bowl of thin porridge called gruel. The gruel was watery and tasted horrible, but it was only food. There was a lot to eat. One day Oliver was so hungry that he decided to ask the cook for more food. "Please, sir," he said, trembling. "I want some more," cried the cook. "We feed all of you boys every day and you ask for more, you ungrateful rat. If we are not good enough for you, you can go and live somewhere else." The cook was very angry. Students, you can see the picture of the Henry. I will let you know about the Henry. Henry angry, "We don't get enough food in this place. We are all starving. Before my dad died, I ate meat for every meal." Ben, really angry, "Don't give me that. I tell you, if I am not given more meat, I will eat one of you." Oliver, frightened, "What shall we do?" "Oliver, we can't do that." Henry, brighten up, "We can, and we will, or I will eat you, one of you." They draw lots. Henry holds the straws, winds off at the other, and makes Oliver lose. That evening, after eating their gruel, the boys march Oliver. "Henry, go on then. What are you waiting for?" Oliver rises from the table and walks over the cook. He holds his basin and spoon in his hands. Oliver quietly, "Please, sir, I want some more." The cook, "What?" Oliver, louder, "Please, sir, I want some more." Mr. Bumble, emerging from another room, "What is the matter, cook?" The cook pointed to Oliver. "The boy has asked for some more." Mr. Bumble, "What asked for more? This cannot be." First gentleman, entering the room, "That boy will be hanged. I know that boy will be hanged." Second gentleman, entering the room, "No, no, 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 yet. We will sell him for £5. That's why the parish gains money." First gentleman, "I was never too convinced of anything in my life. I am sure the point of boys Oliver will come to be hanged." Students, in this lesson, the writer described life in the poorhouse for the boys was very unpleasant. They were under constant pressure of the members of board. Their sense of self-respect was injured there again and again. I think that the injured self-respect is always irreparable. Henry and Ben deceive Oliver while drawing lots, but suggest that they will draw lots, and whoever gets the shortest straw will have to go to cook to ask for more food. Henry holds the straw and gives the shortest one to the Oliver. Thus they exploit him. Henry is aggressive in his demand, while Ben seems to be content with what he has. He is also seems more intelligent than others. Student, the gentleman consider Oliver a worthless fool who is going to nourished by the charity given by them. As far as Oliver is concerned, he views them lots of apprehension and is afraid of them. The cook tries to hit Oliver with a ladle and complains to Mr. Bumble about his request. Mr. Bumble is so surprised that he can't believe his ears. One gentleman predicts that Oliver will one day be hanged due to his demands, while the other suggests that they should sell him for £5. Students, explain the reaction of Oliver's request. Write your own play script with Oliver, the cook, and Mr. Bumble by watching these pictures. You can see the Fagin and cruel role in the play. Then the story about Oliver Twist. You can create your own plot and write your story, give the suitable title, and vocabulary words are here: parish, a district, workhouse, an institution for poor, starve, die with hunger.